All right, so we've got another one today. This is the JJRC Blue and Green. I guess that's why it's called B&G. I can't recall what the exact name is, but I'll have a link in the description if you guys want to pick it up. This one really intrigued me because I think this is one of the cheapest quadcopters that you can get in this size. I think it's going for like around 10 bucks or so. I've seen a review from the RC Sailors. If you haven't seen their channel yet, you got to check it out. They're a phenomenal channel, very family fun oriented channel. Do all kinds of reviews and stuff, but this JJRC they featured, they actually called it the worst drone. Is it the worst drone in the world? They thought it was. So I actually flew it indoors and it wasn't too bad for me, so I'm not sure. I guess we'll do it again outside. It's definitely not sunny out, so you would not want to fly this on a sunny day outside because it uses infrared technology, and that's going to interfere with your signal. It doesn't use 2.4 gigahertz transmission where it has that lock signal. It's actually using an infrared like your TV remote control, right? If you don't point it directly at it, you don't get that signal change. So that, to give you an idea. So that is their cheap way of making one of the world's cheapest quadcopters with the transmitter and everything for like right around 10 bucks in this size. I don't know, but we're gonna check it out and see how it does outside, and I'll give you guys my feedback on this guy. So you really don't get too much with it. You get the LiPo battery, you do get the USB charging cable for it. It's a micro low-C, and then you do get spare propellers as well. And then of course you get this really cool little looking transmitter, but it's really odd, right? So our normal transmitters, we typically have throttle and then we have yaw. There's no yaw on this transmitter. You've got pitch, so forward pitch and backward pitch here, and then of course left and right roll with this stick, but this is your yaw. So how weird is that? So left yaw, so this would normally be where you go left, and then right to actually turn the craft. So it's really interesting flying that way. The micro, they don't give you a USB charging cable, they give you the transmitter to charge off of. So that's another way, that a cheaper way to sell you this quadcopter. There's your micro low-C connector, and it's going to charge off of your AA batteries. Now, I didn't charge it off of there. I would imagine it's probably going to take a good 45 minutes to an hour, and of course it's going to drain your batteries that you have inside your transmitter. So kind of not sure if I'm really a fan of that or not, but I guess if you got tons of AA's, it won't really matter. But those are your infrared sensors there on the top of the transmitter that are going to send it to the signal. So if you look at the craft, it's actually a really well-built little quadcopter. It's got flexible plastic, nice little prop guards and little propellers. The battery is super tiny. It's a 100 milliamp LiPo. I think they probably should have went a little bit bigger, but hey, I don't make them, I guess. And then there's your little sensor, right? So that is the sensor that transmitter has to talk to tell it what to do. So let's see how this thing does outside and see if it's any good. So we're going to go ahead and plug it in. There's no switch on this. And for this price, I would be very surprised if I saw a switch. So we just plug it right in. We got some green LEDs on there. You're going to turn on your transmitter. And then we're going to throttle up and down. And the LEDs have stopped flashing. So let's go ahead and take it up. It's really quiet. Alright, so the left and right yaw with the buttons is really, really odd. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's really weird when you've never flown a quad like this. So it's very touchy, right? So you have to kind of have space and kind of line up your shot of what you're doing. So right, I'm going to turn right. Okay, so I got to tell my brain, push the button to make the quad turn right. So again, this is not this is really not meant for an outdoor flyer. It's going to be more of an indoor flyer, but since the weather is finally cooperating with us, we're going to go ahead and try it. So it doesn't do any flips or anything like that. I actually found... Well, she's gone. Well, it's going to be the end of the review because there's no way I'm getting out of them pine trees. Unless it fell, which we'll have to take a look. Well, I did fly it inside, and it was, you know, decent, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. There's a lot better options out there. And I hit this button here. I'm not sure if that was the one key return, and it just took off that way, so that might have been my fault. It's typically pilot error, not the quads for the most part, but I'm guessing it's gone. So sorry you didn't get to see more of that. I was going to tell you to pass on it anyways. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the fact that I lost the quad. I don't know. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching as always. If you want to try it out for yourself, I have a link in the description below. Subscribe, yeah, you know. See you on the next one. Happy flying life.